Yeah. Welcome back. Welcome back. You already know what it is. Welcome back to LNS TV. I'm your host, Karib, with the most. You already know we were back with some more shenanigans. Content creators is, you know what I mean? Such as myself, people out there just trying to put a puzzle together. You know what I mean? It's crazy.
63-year-old Dwayne Keffe D. Davis is facing a murder with a deadly weapon charge and the rapper's 1996 death. Davis pleaded not guilty. If convicted, he faces life in prison. Davis was indicted back in 2023.
Look, people, we back. Back with some more fire stuff. You already know what it is. I'm about to put y'all on something. Look.
Truth and nothing but the truth, so help you God.
Yes.
You may be seated. May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
James McDonald. JAMES McDonald.
Thank you, Mr. McDonald. Mr. Paul, whenever you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Mr. McDonald, it's fair to say that you're here because of a court order. Is that right?
Correct.
That you didn't volunteer to come or anything like that?
Not at all.
Okay. But you were instructed by a court that you had to attend.
Yes.
I want to ask you about September 7th, 1996.
And like I explained to everybody in here, you ask me something, I'm going to be honest about. You ask me something I don't want to talk about, you're going to have a problem. Treat me as a hostile witness. You're not going to talk to me and tell me as a grown man what I have to do up here. I'm not going to send him to prison. You are.
So the accusation,
No.
at the time you live in Compton, you go back to Compton and you tell us that there was a lot of tension. Can you describe that for us when you went back in terms of what kind of tension we're talking about?
You sure you want me to answer that?
Is it going to be graphic?
No, I ain't gonna. I got to raise the word in it, but you asking me a question. I don't. And what I explained to them, I don't want to send him to prison.
Sure.
Even though we don't like each other,
Sure.
I don't want to send you to prison. So that's why I'm here where I'm at and the way I am, because I changed my life. I'm raising my grandkids, teaching them never to be like their papa. And here I am explaining to people what I used to be, and I'm not proud of that. I'm not.
And then a pirate blood shoots a Southside Crip. Is that the tension that we're talking about?
Do I answer this?
That's a straightforward question. It's a yes or no answer.
Okay.
Did you see that?
But you asking me a question, I don't, and what I explained to them, I don't want to send him to prison.
Sure.
Even though we don't like each other.
Sure.
I don't want to send you to prison. So that's why I'm here where I'm at and the way I am, because I changed my life. I'm raising my grandkids, teaching them never to be like their papa. And here I am explaining to people what I used to be, and I'm not proud of that. I'm not proud of that at all. And you asking me questions that can hurt him. And like I told them, I'm trying to avoid to answer the questions that they might look at me and say something is wrong.
Well, let me put it this way. Let me help you out with this.
Thank you.
So these people right here, what they want to know from you is, did you see who shot Tupac?
I told you no.
Correct. So outside of that question, right, the next question I'm asking you is, when you went back to Compton, was it like a Southside Crip that shoots a Pyro Blood, and then a Pyro Blood shoots a Southside Crip? Is that the tension that we're talking about?
Do I answer this?
That's a straightforward question. It's a yes or no answer.
Okay.
Did you see that?
When I was a part of that life, I was a part of that.
Once again.
And I was, no, because you asking something that's gonna hurt this dude. And when okay, let me stop.
And once again, I want to emphasize.
When we got back to Compton,
Okay.
it was a gang war. People were getting hurt.
Okay.
People was being sought. People were looking for certain individuals from his neighborhood,
Okay.
as well they did mine.
Okay.
But Orlando, him, and certain other people were being sought because people wanted to kill them.
Sure. Were they the only ones that they wanted to kill?
Am I the only one up in here? No,
Because-
they weren't the only one.
Okay.
It's his neighborhood in particular.
That's right.
But they were the main subjects of a gang war. They was in the middle, such
Sure.
as me.
So you're telling us that people back home somehow had some type of information that said that that guy, as a bunch of other people, were involved in what?
In the murder of Tupac.
Okay, but my question to you,
Stop.
can you focus on me for a second, sir?
Yeah, I would.
12 seconds later.
Man, these highlights, boy. I'm telling you, I'm trying to give you the most, you know what I mean? Tap in, hit that like button, hit that sub button. Let's go.
Just answer my question, sir. Yes or no?
I can't
Is it
answer
a yes
that
or no?
without a what you call it. You trying to tell me to say something that you're not going to understand. If you let me explain to you.
No, answer my question.
I'm not answering nothing. I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay.
Okay, Mr. McDonald, focus for a second.
No, I am focused. Very.
Focus on this. My question to you is this. You didn't know what happened that night because you weren't there.
I was at 662.
Right. Do you know who that was there?
I know everybody that was there.
Okay. Like who?
Talk to your lawyer, man. This dude is tripping. I'm not going to explain that. I can't answer that.
Okay. Let me ask you this next question then. You are telling us that people back in Compton, for some reason, knew what happened here in Las Vegas.
A phone conversation. People found out when people left Las Vegas the same night Tupac was shot, went straight back to Compton. It only takes 3.5 hours to get home.
Sure.
Yes, it wasn't a problem for people to find out what happened. No problem at all.
They got on their phones, they texted people, they let them know what happened here on the night of the shooting.
Yeah. They had walkie-talkies, they had all kind of phones. They had ways to call people to say whatever. But when people left Las Vegas that same night, after they found out and got in their cars and went home because it was a situation, Pac was shot.
Okay.
Retaliation is a mug. Come on, man. Like, it was for real, for real. All of this was for real.
Now, the night of the shooting, did you have a walkie-talkie, a Nextel thing or something like that?
No.
Did Reggie Wright?
I don't know what he had. I don't know how much money he had in his pocket. I don't know what he had on his hip.
But you were the
So let's get back to the entertainment, because that's what it's about. It's about entertainment at this point. I don't look at nothing on here to be true anyway, but it's entertaining for sure.
Okay. Are we able to? Is this good?
I think he was leaving like that to swear, and then we'll turn him
Okay, perfect. Got it. All right, we'll have you sworn then, Mr. Wright.
Raise your right hand. You do solemnly swear the testimony you're about to give in this section shall be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Yes, ma'am.
May I please have you state and spell your first and last name for the record?
Reginald Lilburn Wright Jr. I had no personal interactions with him at that point, especially as in law enforcement. Heard of him, knew of him, but I had no personal contact with Keffe at that time.
So he was somebody that was on your radar, even though you had never met him or any had personal interaction with him.
Heard of him. He was mainly known as at one point he was known as a crackhead, but then later on he was known as a drug dealer, and I mainly was a gang guy, and didn't really enforce on the level of narcotics he was working.
All right, so then you had mentioned that after
I boo-booed on myself because I was really emotional and I'm really James and the Giant Peach. But at the same time, I would love for...
Boy, they is funny. They all about the shenanigans. I love these two. Very, very entertaining. I love these two, man. Man. Hey, y'all. Check it out.
One time. Can I pop it just one time? All right, I'm popping it, you feel me? You know, hey, I'm humble though.
Man, boy, they is funny. They all about the shenanigans. I love these two. Very, very entertaining. I love these two, man. Man. Hey, y'all. Check it out. Entertaining. Until then, y'all, I'm glad y'all tuned in, checking out my channel. You know what I mean? Hit that like button, hit that sub button. Appreciate y'all hanging out, checking out my shenanigans, my highlights, my point of view. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you.
Giving it up for the town with the 209.